Nani? Hercules! Hercules! Come on down here. I think we got something. Malaysian politics. It's time for Jibby. It's Jibby News. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at... as you all know, Najib, the ex-Prime Minister of Malaysia, is facing trial, right? He's facing trial for corruption. And finally, we might be able to nab the son of a bitch. Because apparently, well, he stole a lot of the people's money, and we don't like that because that's corruption. So just like how Donald Trump has been cleared off from, the whole Russiagate scandal through the trial or through Mueller report, we finally see Najib in his trial, and it's going on right now, and it's gonna be so juicy, so juicy. So, but before we go on, please hit subscribe and notification bell because, I would like to bring more of these news pieces to you as they come. So let's move on. We need to know who Najib is and have a look at his face. He has all this, look at his chubby little cheeks. Oh, he looks like a corrupt son of a bitch. Oh my god, I hate his face. That must be where he stuffed all that food that he bought with the billions of dollars that he siphoned from the Malaysian money. How can you not hate him? Look at him. Look, oh my goodness, he's so horrible. So basically the story comes in from this. This is a story from, where was this? From The Guardian. Yeah. But there's a lot of stories about this from this, okay? So bear with me. 1MDB scandal explained, a tale of Malaysia's missing billions. Trying to find the truth, right? So, leaked documents allege that 1MDB was a hub of fraudulent activity from the outset. Some $731 million, 731, appeared in the personal bank of Najib. Oh, you should do that. Oh, you should not put money into your account. And used to pay off politicians, credit card bills, fund lavish lavish shopping habits of his wife. And Najib denies the allegations and insists that the money was donated by Saudi prince. No. No such thing as free money, okay? That big problem. So what did it be used for? $3.2 million for Picasso's later to Leonardo DiCaprio. And so on and so on. And of course, on top of that, they seized about 1,400 necklaces, 567 handbags, 423 watches, and so on, that belongs to Rosmah, the wife. This is the reason why Najib was actually made into, an ex-prime minister, right? He's being ousted. People don't believe him anymore because everyone believes him, and I agree. I agree with everyone, right? I agree with him. I talk to everyone, and everyone says the same thing. Everyone says the same thing? I don't know, but let's put a thinking cap on. So, this is basically the story that's come out, and this is also confirmed again by New York Times, talking about, that money is being poured into Wolf of Wall Street, apparently. But then this is the weird part. Look at U.S. investigators say more than 4.5 billion was stolen. 4.5 billion. That rose from really quickly from nothing to just 4.5 billion. Associates by Najib, 2009 and 2014, and authorities are working to recover some $1.7 billion. Okay, they confirmed the whole thing, buy hotels, luxury yacht, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there you go. 700 million from the fund allegedly landed in his bank account. And that's basically what it is. And they're trying to recover some of that money, apparently, right? So they're $50 million, Singapore dollars, and a yacht that was like 126 million. Oh my goodness, this is so juicy. There's so much money that's being siphoned off everywhere here, right? So we don't like this corruption. We need to fight it. That's obviously the point. Now he's in his trial, and people are saying that, with all these added allegations that you put onto him, how can you not immediately have him behind bars? Well, you have to prove the evidence first, right? Well, what is the evidence? Let's have a look. So this is a paper from Free Malaysia Today. Free Malaysia Today talks about Bank Negara Malaysia did not want to tip off Najib about transactions from his accounts, courts told. And look at this. This is basically Bank Negara Malaysia raided a commercial bank 4 years ago, for not reporting suspicious transactions involving Najib Razak's 6 bank accounts, but did not inform the former Prime Minister as it did not want to tip him off. Or should I read it like Ben Shapiro? Maybe I should. But first, Ambank's Jalan Raja Chulan branch manager R. Umar Devi had said that based on bank records between 2011 and 2013, 2.6 billion ringgit or 681 million US dollars went into the account belonging to Najib, which was opened on January 13, 2011. Now, she said records revealed that $2.6 billion actually came as a donation and a gift from Faisal bin Turki, from the Saud family. Now, I don't, the Saudis have this weird thing of giving people money to promote their Wahhabi propaganda, which I detest so much. Anyway, it was also revealed that 304 million was deposited in 2011, 756 million in 2012, 1.9 billion in 2013, but on August 23rd, 2013, 2.034 billion or 620 million dollars was remitted out of the country. What does that mean? Right? So he did not take the 2.6 billion dollars? Has this already been proved? That is actually, so what he said, the allegations that he denied the allegations that it was actually a gift is now being proven that it was from a gift. So what does that mean? That means that, well, the difference is only about $500 million. Ish, maybe. Right? And it's also a bit weird. Ahmad Farhan, which is basically the Bank Negara, the National Bank of Malaysia's investigating officer, said that he did not inform Najib and the then Prime Minister and Finance Minister about the suspicious transactions that will amount to tipping him off. Is that it? Is that the only reason? Like, why didn't you tell him earlier? He didn't even know about it. People are saying that, you have these big sums of money coming in. How can you have a big, large sum of money coming in without the bank knowing about it? They knew about it, and weirdly enough, Najib didn't. And now this is being put forth. This is important because this is the case that is being put forth as the primary source of why Najib needs to fall down, needs to step down, and the reason why Najib is basically a corrupt person. But before we move on with Najib, anyway, we all know that if you want to talk about Najib, you can't talk about Najib without talking about Rosmah. And we all know Rosmah is this beautiful girl. It's just so beautiful. Look at her. Oh, this is Rosmah. Oh, look at how beautiful. She's irradiating beauty out of her eyeballs and eyelids. Oh, her skin is so porcelain-like. Oh, look at her voluminous hair. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what she looks like. Oh my goodness! No! The thing about Rosmah is you can't talk about Najib. Every time you talk about the really intricate, detailed stuff about what's actually happening with all the economic funds, suddenly people cannot hesitate to talk about Rosmah. And look at her face. Oh my goodness, look at it. Look at the ugliness. How can you not like the person like this? But here's the case. They have been pushed out about a year ago. Cash items seized from Najib-linked premises worth around 1.1 billion. $1.1 billion. Up to 1.1 billion ringgit of cash and luxury items were seized from the police. And then a whole bunch of amounts, 442 million in material, street values estimated between 6 and whatever. Okay, that doesn't matter. And then they even have like a demographic of this, infograph of this 1,600 bracelets, right? I mean, obviously, look at these must be all these things, like 14 tiaras. Like, obviously, these 14 tiaras is exactly the one. Look at it. I'm pretty sure you can fit a whole bunch of tiaras up there. And not only that, I mean, with all these items, you can immediately paint this picture in your mind and let your emotional, tail just like wag the dog. Like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling cheated by these people. 567 handbags, all these bracelets. I mean, look at it. I'm pretty sure that the bracelets are coming into this feature. Look at that bracelet. You can hardly fit. Look at how chubby and crabby, meaty, and her arms are. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. Okay, so horrible, right? It's a horrible case. When it comes to the Najib trial, the Edge Markets released this a few days ago. Putrajaya files forfeiture suit against Najib. Rosmah over items bought with stolen 1MDB funds. Okay, This follows notice of motion and supporting affidavits filed at the High Court yesterday to seize a total of 711 million worth of items. Now, the value that we see before was 900 to 1.1 billion. What happened to the 400 million before? It's weird. The values are never right. And what does this mean to have a forfeiture file? Well, that means that they do not have to present that as evidence for this trial. Why? Right? Why do you not have to? Why you want to bag the son of a bitch? Show them all you got. And then when I started looking into it, this is from Channel News Asia, Malaysia Go, also saying about the 217 million worth of items, which is basically 1.1 billion ringgit. A closer look at the thousands of rings, bangles, earrings, and necklaces. Oh my goodness! Oh, look at all those rings and bangles and necklaces. Where are they exactly? Are these the ones? So people are taking pictures of the things. Do they even have these evidences somewhere? I mean, I hope to God they do. I hope to God that they bring it out and show it in front of people so that they understand, look, this is the amount of stuff that's being bought. But what we see is just pictures of pictures. You know, when you look at drug busts, for example, this is typically what you get when you look at drug busts. You have a whole bunch of monies, guns, marijuana. Well, marijuana, like, come on, really, marijuana? Anyway, how hard can it be? How hard can it be to that's just a shoe, right? How hard can it be to just put all these things out there? Like, frankly speaking, that's ridiculous. Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of this. So the idea is this. The idea is we have to uphold the value system of presumption of innocence until guilty. When you're being accused of something, you have the responsibility to present the burden of proof. You have to prove that the person that is being accused is wrong of something. If you show a picture of a picture about something, that's not good enough, right? And that might just let him slip off. I mean, look at him. We don't like him. We just hate him so much. But if anything at all from this whole story is that we cannot allow rumors and hate to spread around and divide the country. Because that seems to be happening in Malaysia. It seems like to be the thing that's repeating in Malaysia. The moment someone comes up, hey, you know what? Oh, kau tahu tak? Oh, look at Rosmah, man. Oh, she has this thing and this necklaces and the face and the plastic surgery in the nose. Like, you know, you strike on people's emotions, which is a very good measure of certain things. But sometimes, in order for some laws to be taken into seriousness, you need to bring in the facts. Or else, imagine if Najib were to come clean and he was not implicated as a person who's corrupted, then that's almost 3 or 4 years of pure hatred and pure allegations and pure fitna. That's the worst thing that you can actually do on someone. You're destroying someone's reputation, you're bringing them defamation. That's not the way to go, right? If anything from Najib and Rosmah is that we need to know that this is an eye-opener about the corruption that's happening in Malaysia. And as you know, just because you're taking the head of this corruptive hydra, it's a hydra, right? That's what the hydra is. You cut off the head. The problem is not the head. It's the whole system. So maybe we should change that first before we start just pointing fingers on one person, because then after a while you'll start pointing fingers at everyone. In fact, that's basically what the story is about. This is from Malaysia Kini, and this is past use telling Pakatan Harapan. Pakatan Harapan is the opposition who is now the leading the government of Malaysia, right? Pakatan Harapan has failed as a government and should stop its habits blaming others for its fault. People have lost their excitement for Harapan because the coalition did not commit to improving their lives. I mean, it's been about a year, and they have not really had that much traction yet, but we'll see. Initially, they went for Najib, for BN and Najib and Jolo, before blaming the PTD, the Administration of Diplomatic Services, and now they're against civil servants. I mean, this is almost like the Democratic Party in America, like say for example, led by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you know, suddenly came to power in America and suddenly pushed forth a Green New Deal, and then only to realize, holy shit, it's not that easy to implement these deals once you go down to the nitty gritty factual realm of policy making. And the same goes here. So, anyway, that's my rant. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And please, leave a comment below down below if you want to hear more about these kinds of stories. Obviously, I don't not know what the truth is, but I hope that our court of law brings proper justice wherever it may lie. And let us take patience, bersabar ya, and see how it goes. All right, peace.